good to see you all on this rainy Friday. Let's get started on your knees and on your shins. So sit down onto your heels here. And then have your hands by your sides, upright the spine. Elongate the neck and the crown of the head towards the sky. Feel your energy start to ground down while your shins are resting. Allow the fingers to be connected to the ground here. And as you maintain this pose, hug the ribs in. Feel a tight engagement in the lower abs. And then keep the spine upright as you start to focus on the movement of your breath. So inhales in through the nose and exhales out. Just allowing the compression there in the ankles. Take another deep breath in and exhale. All right, if your eyes are closed, you can open them. Reach the palms to face up. And then bend your elbows. Allow your thumbs to touch the back of your neck. So stretching out through the triceps. Hug the ribs in. Orient your face forward and your nose to point forward to neutral. Get another breath there. Your next inhale, reach the arms high. Then take your left hand to the side on the mat or off the mat and then take a side bend here. And keep anchoring down your right sitting bone towards your right heel. Good, inhale, center. Switch right hand to the floor and then take your left arm up and over towards the right side. And then just getting into your left side body here, maybe a bit of the hip stretch here. Good, inhale, center. And then exhale, take your left hand back towards the left corner of your mat. And then bridge up your hips, so lift and press the hips up. And you may need to turn your chest to the left to make it happen. Breathe and have a seat. Right hand towards the right side corner of your mat and then lift your hips up for a quick bridge. And then just stretching here through the torso. Find some strength there in the arms. Good, exhale, lower down. Inhale, stretch forward, and exhale, sit down to your child's pose. Notice how the breath is different when you are sitting upright versus when you're in a child's pose. Allow your body to relax towards the mat. Start to find the rhythm of your breath. Calming the nervous system, calming and promoting stillness in your body, in your mind. And then from here, you have an option to take the arms by your sides or take your palms together and bring your thumbs to the nape of your neck. And then in this pose, allow your belly to rest gently onto your thighs. Let your chest rest onto your upper thighs, your knees area. Breathing soothing breaths here, clearing the mind of anything to-do list or anything that you have to do after this class. Just bringing yourself here to the present. On the inhale, rise up, table. And then exhale, cat pose, round the back, chin into your chest. Work into your cat-cows now. Inhale, tailbone up, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. So starting to find some freedom there. Feeling out every single bone. Stretching out your core. And then very slowly, neutral spine, take circles with your hips. And then allow your wrists to feel the stretch as you go forward and above past your fingers. Just slowly soothing into some freedom there through the hips, the low back. Good, nice and steady, and then inhale, tabletop. Hopefully you're able to reverse the movement, and then send the right arm high. Exhale to a thread the needle, right arm goes underneath the left. Let your left arm reach forward or take a bind. Your left hand can go to the right hip crease. If you want to add on, the left toes can tuck here. Or you can even lift it all the way up using your core strength as the center of gravity. When you're ready, left hand down. Inhale the right arm high. Modified side plank, step your right leg out. And then bend your right elbow so you find a bit of a chest expansion. Follow the gaze up or down. Good, exhale back down, table. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, thread the needle through. Just slow and steady, taking your time here. The right arm goes forward. Or you'll take your bind, right hand to the left hip crease. Just breathing, trying to experience the openness in the right shoulder. And then you can take your variations, the right toes can tuck. If you're feeling adventurous, you can lift your right leg. And then very slowly, the right hand goes down, exhale, right knee, inhale the left arm high. And then exhale to your open, modified side plank here. You have to perpendicular your shin a bit. Then bend your left elbow, allow the chest expansion. And you can gaze down or up. What matters is you're stretching the front side of your chest. Really good. And bring it down. Nice work. Inhale for cow pose, reset. Exhale, round your back for cat. And then this time, inhale for puppy pose. Let your hands reach forward, your forehead comes down. So we're fully exploring all sides of our body or torso. Try to relax your feet. Good. And then slide your hands closer to you. On the inhale, lift. On your exhale, lower down to seal pose. So let your thighs rest on the mat, bend your knees, point your toes to the sky, lift the chest. Exhale, sit to your modified child's pose. You don't have to sit all the way back, your toes will tuck. And then inhale, let your thighs rest on the mat for your seal pose. So bringing the back bend a bit lower, finding a spaciousness through the front body, just moving with your own breath, really warming up the spine. Good, one more. And then exhale, tuck the toes behind you, sit the hips back, and then lift it up to your down dog. Point your toes forward, send the heels back, straight behind you, and then flatten your palms. Start to pedal it out, bend one knee, bend the other knee. I'm just working through the hamstring stretch here. Perhaps this is your first down dog of your day, or even your week. Feeling the arm strength building. What matters here is you're lifting the hips, you're sending your chest down towards the thighs, and your breath is flowing. Continue to walk out your down dog or just hold stillness. You're gonna slowly rest here in your down dog. Your heels don't have to touch. They do, that's fine, that's great. Everyone keep engaging your quads. Just appreciating the feeling of this pose. And then when you're ready, inhale, gaze forward. On your exhale, walk to the middle of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift, lengthen. And then exhale to your forward fold. Just let yourself hang heavy here, bend your knees. You can flip your palms to face up, stretching the wrists. What matters is you're bending your knees, you're letting the torso spill forward, and you're feeling that release in the hamstrings and the low back. Shake your head yes, shake it no, maybe gaze right and left to loosen up any tension in the neck or shoulders. Really good. Hands to hips, start to rise up. And exhale to a supported back bend, hands to your sacrum. Breathing here. One more breath. Good. Inhale, center. Reach up. Interlace the hands. Take a side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. And then exhale, hands to the low back again. Listen carefully. Reach your right arm up. And then take a twist a bit to the left as you find any amount of a back bend that you can find here. Just breathe. Good. Inhale, center. The right hand will go to the sacrum. Rotate the body towards the right and then find any amount of stretch. So this is kind of similar when we were on our knees. Good. Inhale, center. And then exhale, open chest, back bend here, goalpost the arms. Nice. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Give yourself a big lift in those heels. Round the back. Maybe even hug your shins with your forearms. Steady. If you fall out, it's all good. And then step back to your down dog. Hopefully you feel more open now. We'll hold your down dog for 5 breaths. And then just keep refining the pose by hugging your ribs in, by elongating the arms even more, finding that line of energy from your hips to the heel of the palms, and then from your hips all the way down to your actual heels. Nice. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step to the center. Lower your left knee. Reach both palms to face up, and then connect your palms. Interlace the hands, leave the pointer fingers out and up, and then start to find the depth in your hips. Working your hip flexor, and you have an option to interlace your hands and let it rest onto your right thigh. And this is one of my favorite stretches for after a week of working. Then you find yourself sitting, also good after driving, traveling. Inhale, reach the arms high. On your exhale, left elbow to the right thigh, just find a gentle twist. use your left elbow against your right thigh to deepen and to assist yourself in this pose. Spread your right toes here. You have the option to lift your left kneecap, or you can just stay as is. Relax your right shoulder away from your right ear. Good. On the inhale, unwind, lower the knee, reach up, and exhale, open up the chest, find the goalpost arms for your back bend. Breathe. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, guide yourself to your half splits. Nice, slow and steady. Focus on maximizing every inhale and elongating the spine. It's very nice and generous lift of your heart space, so you can bend the elbows and find a bit more depth. Good work. Inhale, replace the right foot towards the right side of your mat, runner's lunge. Another really good one, getting into the inner thighs. You can scoot your right foot forward more, or just hang out here, allowing the weight of your hips to deepen the stretch. And then if you can, lift the back of your head, point your nose slightly to the front horizon so you can alleviate any tension there in the neck. Very good. On the inhale, scoot your left knee forward, inhale the right arm high. And then exhale, find your quad stretch. Tuck your left toes, then kindly hold on to the left foot here. Deepening that frontal left hip / left quad stretch. Try not to hyperextend your left elbow. One last breath. Release the left foot, tuck the left toes. Turn your hands to the left side and find your wide-legged forward fold here. So you're standing up in a wide-legged fold. Take a few halfway lifts if you need. Noticing how your back is doing today. Feel a sense of equality between the right foot and the left foot as you even out your weight towards the center. Nice, and then very slowly slide your hands to the front, tuck your left toes, send the right leg up and back, and scorpion your leg here. Right knee goes up, it's bent, then such a circle out. Your right knee. Opening up your right hip. Exhale, feet down. Lower the knees. Find your chaturanga. And then inhale for cobra or up dog, up to you. Once you're in your up dog or cobra, feel free to look right and left. Just massaging, finding that twist again through the body. And then exhale, downward facing dog, head up, and breathe. Four more breaths. Stabilize your arms, flatten your palms. Nice work. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step to the center, lower the right knee. Reach both arms overhead. And then allow the arms to be interlaced overhead or just apart, and then settle in to your hips. And see if one hip is rising higher than the other. Hug your inner thighs together and then keep Exploring that, you have an option to interlace your hands, place it on top of the left thigh, and then explore a bit more depth. As you do this, try to relax your shoulders away from the ears, finding more space, elongating the neck, gazing forward. All right, good. Inhale, reach up, arms overhead. Take a back bend here, goalpost the arms. Spaciousness, stability in your legs. And an inhale, lift up, upright the spine. Exhale, twist towards the left. Right elbow, left thigh. Maximize the inhales here. And then fully empty out the lungs on your exhales. That'll help maintain the twist. If you lifted your right knee, you can. Otherwise, just focus on finding and gaining space in the torso from these twists. And very slowly, hands down to the ground. Slide your right knee back and sit back into your half splits. A familiar pose, but continuing to refine so that you can stretch out the hamstrings. You can be on the fingertips or you can be on the palms themselves. Just breathing luxuriously and observing the feeling. You can take it a bit deeper by lengthening the spine or bringing the forehead closer to your shin. Just another few breaths. Your next exhale will take your left foot to the left side, finding your hips center, finding your runner's lunge rather, letting the hips be front and center, stretching out, moving your knees as you need, where you need it to be. And then once you find the place that you want to be, you can just stay and breathe. Once again, lift the back of the head. And readjust, bring your right knee a bit closer or further away. If you need, right hand goes a bit further away. Inhale the left arm high. Tuck your right toes, and then take a hold of the right foot. Spin your chest towards the left. Bring your right heel to the depth that you wish so that you can feel this right side leg stretch. Good. All right, slowly release. Plant the palms to the right side. Find your wide-legged forward fold. And now facing the right side of your mat. And then feel free to find a twist here with the spine. One hand goes up. You can simply hang heavy. You can hold on to your ankles. And then walk your hands to the left, please. Tuck your right toes, send the left leg high, and then open up your hip. Three-legged dog, let your knee circle out, around, freeing up your hip space. And then scorpion your dog by lifting your left knee up and over. Really good. All right, slowly release, down dog, and then lower down to your shins. Sit down onto your heels, another repeat of the beginning. Reach the arms high. This time, hands wrap around your head. Lean back. Take a back bend. Inhale, center, upright, and then take a twist. Right elbow reaches right, left elbow reaches forward. Good, inhale, center, and then to the left. Your range of motion will be a little bit smaller. That's okay. Twisting towards the left. Nice, good for your obliques. Good, inhale, center, reach up, and take the hands behind you. Find a back bend here, lifting your heart space. Exhale, bring the forearms down to the front and tuck your toes for dolphin pose. Just continuing to explore where the body can go today. Hopefully you feel more open in the hamstrings for your first dolphin. And then lower down your knees, take a seat into your child's pose. 5 breaths. In your child's pose, you can also rest your arms by your sides. Good, and then when you're ready, lower your left temple onto the mat and gaze right. Just give yourself a moment here to stretch your neck, and then bring your right hand to your bind. Right hand, left hip. If that's too much, you'll do right hand to your right hip. Good, and let it go. Switch, look to the left, and you'll tuck your left fingertips to the right hip. Much like thread the needle, but a bit different. Breathing here, lifting the left shoulder away from the floor. And release. Good. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, cat pose round. Inhale for cow pose. And then exhale our second puppy pose. Let yourself lower down. So these movements we continue to build on. We're just trying to loosen up the body, helping you get unlocked, your torso, your hips. Inhale, rise tabletop, and then exhale, down dog. So you're gonna add on. We'll start with the right leg, inhale up. Then exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, lift. Repeat, right knee, right tricep, maybe it touches. Inhale, right leg. And right knee, right tricep. Inhale, right leg. And exhale, scorpion dog. You have the option here to flip your dog for wild thing. And then exhale right back to your downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, maybe touches. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Good, exhale left. Nice. Inhale up. Good work. Open up the hip. You have the option here, flip your dog. Rotate the toes to the back. Elevate your hips high. And then very slowly bring it down. Good, lower the knees, rest on the shins, and sit upright again. So right where we started. Inhale, lift the arms. Bend your elbows, thumbs to the back of the neck. Breathe here. You can stand upright onto your shins or stay seated, that's up to you. Inhale, reach the arms. Then your right hand will go down. Maybe your right elbow will go down, deepening the stretch. If your elbow is down, your left hip can lift. Maybe find a bit of a chest expansion by bending your elbow to the left back corner. And bring yourself up and switch, left hand or left elbow comes down. Breathing here, you want to add the chest stretch, your right elbow goes back in space. Inhale, center, upright. Exhale, hands down to the ground, tabletop. Preparing now for our camel pose. Rise up. Hands to your sacrum. Elbows draw back. And then find your back bend. One more breath. And exhale, release to a child's pose or embryo pose. Let your arms rest. 5 breaths. Really allow your forehead to be resting on the earth. Good. Adding on. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forearm plank. Separate your arms. Tuck the toes. Just counterbalancing that camel. Hug your knees together, maybe legs together. Good. And one at a time, one palm, widen the legs, down dog. It's okay if the body feels heavy, that's normal. Adding on, inhale the right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. And then bring the right knee to the left tricep. Good, then to the right. And left. Right. Left. Right. Left. And inhale, left leg up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower the left knee. Modified side plank. Lift the right hand. This time, lift your right leg as well. Extend the body. Right fingers forward, right toes back. When you can, take a hold of the right foot. Find your back bend and your quad stretch again. Different angle now. Really feel your right shoulder pushing away so you can stretch. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck the right toes. 3-legged dog, left leg up. And flip your dog. So this time balancing on the right hand. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. Two more. The last one. Inhale the left leg. This time left knee, left tricep. Stay there. Bring your left knee to the right. To the left. Make sure you're breathing right. Left. Breathe through it right. Left. Nice, one more, right? Left. Left leg up. And then very slowly, downward dog. Lower the left leg, or rather right leg. And then we'll find our side plank on, or modified side plank on this side. Elevate the left leg, reach the right leg up. Feel your stability building, and then take a hold of the left foot. Good. Slowly release. Tuck the left toes. Plant the left palm. Inhale, lift the right leg, and then flip your dog. Balancing on the left hand. Exhale, down dog. Very good. Lower down to your knees. Take a moment. Rest the wrists. Rise up onto your shins and start to find circles through the arms. So we did is very strong core work, lots of shoulder strength, arm strength, reverse the direction. So you want to just loosen up before we move on. Right, good. Then very slowly plant the palms Downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Or rather, warrior one, excuse me. Warrior one. Spread your toes. Left heel presses down. Arms overhead. Breathe here. Refine. Observe. Hands behind you. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale to your humble warrior. Breathe, concentrate on the balance. Hug your right hip back. Exhale, hands to the ground. Slide your left heel forward. Find your pyramid pose. In your pyramid pose, just settle in, feeling the spine. Think of this as half splits, but you're elevated. Move your left heel to the side, to the left, and then inhale the right hand high, revolve triangle. Right hand to hip, rise up, left arm overhead. Any amount of back bend that you're able to find with your heels still down. Okay, then exhale, warrior three or standing splits, up to you. Listen carefully, hands to the mat. Left toes back, inhale the right leg high. Then this time, right knee, left tricep. And then balance to falling star. Right leg goes down, left arm goes high. Exhale, left hand, good work, right leg up. And scorpion your knee. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, step. Right heel down, warrior one, inhale. Holding here. Refine your pose. Find depth, find length, and then your breath. Neutralize your hips. Maybe a bit of depth in that left thigh, and then hands behind you, please. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale to your humble warrior. Lower the chest. Lift the hands up. Concentrate on your balance. Spread the toes. Narrow your body or your left hip in. Good. Inhale, rise. Arms overhead. Exhale, pyramid pose, lower down. Straight legs. Think of pointing the belly button face down here. Nice and strong. Rib cage lengthens. Very good. Right heel slides to the right. Inhale, left arm high, revolve triangle, left side. Try your best to straighten the limbs, knees, heels down. Use your left hand to hip, rise up. And then left arm overhead. Any amount of back bend, find your balance. Any amount of back bend. Chest expansion here with the heels still down. And then exhale, warrior three or standing splits. Exhale, right toes back. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. And then falling star, slide the left leg through. Like thread the needle. Nice work, left hand down. Inhale, left leg up. Scorpion your leg. Exhale, lower down to your shin. Sit down onto your hips, or your heels rather, find a back bend. Exhale to child's pose, widen the knees, bow forward. And rest here for 5 breaths. Two more. And one more. All right, inhale, rise to the shins. You got 2 options here. Or actually, let's do this first. Sit down to your hips, your heels rather. Let's take a few neck stretches. So chin into the chest, to the right, up, left. So keep working on this. Same direction at first. And reverse of direction, other side. One more. And very good. All right, so from here you got 2 options. You got dolphin pose, or you'll go into your supported headstand, Shirshasana. Finding any headstand variation or dolphin variation. If you went into headstand, quick child's pose. If you're in dolphin, quick child's pose. And then a second visit here. So lift up, dolphin again, or the other leg into your headstand. So in your headstands, only go into it if you feel supported, if you know how to practice it safely. Everyone rest in child's pose. Maybe arms to the sides for embryo. Inhale, table. Exhale, cat pose round. And inhale for cow. So take a few cat-cows and then add in a C curve. So look over the right shoulder, bump your hips to the right and then to the left. So take any of those variations. Then we'll head to down dog, where we will wrap up with a standing balancing portion. So inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, hop. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart space. We'll start with a tree. Lift your right foot up. Easy tree pose. Any arm variation that works for you. Steady. Every day, balance can be a little different each time. Hands to heart space, release your right foot. And we'll lift up to your tree on the left side. Anchor your left big toe down, left ball mound. Very good, keep breathing. And release. All right, inhale for chair. We'll do a quick eagle pose, right arm underneath, right leg on top. Cross the legs, cross the arms. Sit down into your eagle. And if balance is a bit of a challenge, you can tuck the toes towards like a kickstand. Inhale, unravel, circle out. And then exhale, left elbow underneath, the left leg on top. Good, unwind. Inhale, circle, reach up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach. We'll go for our final standing pose here, right hand to right foot. Preparing for dancers or bow. Take it slow here. Perhaps you're here today just standing upright, or you can kick back and reach. Yeah, good. And very slowly release. We'll switch. Lift your left, or bend your left elbow, take a hold of the left foot. And then you can remain or kick and reach however you want. Good, and release. Nice. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. You can do your first and only chaturanga of class right here, or head straight to down dog. Inhale your right leg when you're ready, no rush. Exhale, pigeon, slide the right leg forward, and slide your left knee back. Feel free to stay upright or lower down to the elbows here. And then letting yourself relax now as we cool down. You can even lift the chest so that the head doesn't have to hang heavy forward. And then inhale, lift. Tuck your left toes, send the right leg high again, scorpion the leg. We've been here lots of times. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, pigeon. And then just feeling release in the hip. If it works for your body, you can go down to the forearms. Two more breaths. And then the right toes tuck. Lift the left leg. And then slowly release, scorpion the leg if you haven't yet. And then plant the palms, or plant the feet. Slide the legs through, lower down to your seat. Then feet together. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, bow forward. One final release for your hips. Perhaps your back as well. And then when you're through, inhale, lift. Lower down slowly. And we'll prepare for a bridge pose. Walk your feet underneath your knees. Lift your hips high for bridge. Exhale, let it go. You can do a second bridge or a wheel, but this time for bridge, you can interlace your hands underneath. So good. Slowly lower. And hug the knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Nice work, everyone. Does a good mix of strength and stretching. Find happy baby now. Letting the entire surface of your back, your sacrum, and your head rest onto the mat. When you're ready, right leg crosses over the left knee and take your supine twist. Gaze to the right. Inhale in, center, left leg on top, and supine twist. Knees to the right, gaze left. Inhale, center. Legs up the wall, roll the ankles. You take any final poses you need, and when you feel good, you'll lower it down to your Shavasana. You really rest your whole body. Let your hands, your feet relax. Melt your whole back onto the mat. Let the breath be soft and easy. Just breathing, being, nowhere to be, nothing to do in this moment. In the next moment, one hand to heart, one hand to belly, just rest. And inhale the arms up overhead, big stretch. Hug your knees into your chest, roll off to one side. And then have a seat whenever you're ready. Once you're seated, just roll the neck. And perhaps gazing over one shoulder and the other. Inhale, center, reach up. We bow forward, Selena practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you all for investing your time in your health and your wellness. So good to be back, and take care. I'll see you guys next week. Drink lots of water, nourish your body, and I will see you